Jimmy, can you tell me a little bit about how you guys became a Cities for Peace?
In 2005, Ben Scotch, one of the heads of the ACLU in Vermont, decided to initiate a referendum campaign throughout Vermont. And we have town meetings in our state so that each town has the opportunity to put referenda questions on the ballot. Most of the questions that were put on the ballot were vague kind of anti-war resolutions. But in Burlington, the activist community got together and decided we're going to put something stronger on the ballot. And it said, we support our soldiers in Iraq and believe the best way to support them is to bring them home now. Many people said, hey, that's never going to pass. But what happened was that on March 1st, 2005, at town meeting day, 65.2% of the voters in Burlington voted for that resolution.
That's excellent. Can you tell me why? What do you hope to accomplish by coming here today?
Well, we think that this demonstrates that there's mass support for ending this war, and that was 2 years ago. And that resolution passed not just generally in Vermont, in Burlington, it passed in every single ward in the city, including the 2 wards that overwhelmingly vote Republican in most of the elections. Opposition to the war, even in 2005, was fantastic, and it's accelerated and deepened since then. This past March, we put another resolution before the voters in 24 more towns, and that one was very similar. It said that the people of the town strongly support our soldiers in Iraq and believe the best way to support them is to bring each and every one of them home now and take good care of them when they get home. And that passed in 24 towns. Only 1 town voted it down, and 1 town voted not to vote. But again, these were very small towns in rural Vermont, spread out all over the state. It shows, once again, in towns where many people join the National Guard, the voters are overwhelmingly supporting the soldiers and believe the best way to support them is to bring them home. And so, if that's happening in a state, in the rural areas of the state of Vermont, we think it's true everywhere in our country. And we think that this is a way of helping to build a campaign to convince and persuade our congressmen, our legislators, that the time has come to stop the funding for the war. You don't need to worry about a veto if you don't have funding. Only 1 House of Congress is enough to stop the funding for the war. They can just vote it down.
Thank you.